Okay, so here I am again. Here's the lake. There's my house. Cedar Court Road. And I'll talk to you because I'm coming back to the house here again now. I hope this turns out. Obviously very amateur, but that's good enough. There's nothing wrong with amateur film. Amateur film is a wonderful thing. I was just thinking earlier here, you know, as a real estate sales tool, I tried to tell my brother that a long time ago. He couldn't understand what the hell I was saying. But here now, say I was trying to sell this property. I was a real estate deal. Jesus, what a tool. You know, somebody in India or China or New York or wherever, Texas, you know, looking for property, and here they're showing this piece, you know. What in the hell? You sure can't do that with a still camera. And you can't communicate that. You know, you got to send the pictures by U.S. mail or Pony Express or something. Now this can all be just posted. I put this online in about 10 minutes, and for anybody in the whole world to see. It's a fantastic tool. The communication is what we're talking. The real estate in this case, I mean, let's try to sell a piece of property or something. There's that. It was supposed to be a clubhouse, but it's a big failure. They call it the Spruce Goose, after Howard Hughes' Spruce Goose. That was a big fool, built that thing. Thinks he's just really hot shit. And looking down his nose at anybody, and particularly me. And just a big false, unbelievable failure. And that's what it should be, because that's who he is. And okay, now I'm coming around here. No, nobody bought the property. It's just, you know, that lakeshore down in front of me, this place there is all muck. All muck and mud. You can't swim even. And you put a boat in and get in the boat and go out there 10 or 20 feet. And then the golf course is weak, and the whole thing is just a fiasco. And of course, they blame their fiasco on me. It was a complete failure, as this property here sat vacant and empty, unrelated to me totally. But they decided I was their fall guy and I was their goat. And I was this awful person coming in here and putting a trailer house. And you know, I had a wood pile. Oh, what's that wood pile? Rodents, and then the grass. Oh, mosquitoes and the grass. All these wonderful people. You know, living a life of fantasy. There's the back of my house. That's my dish. I got cable. I get my underground electrics over here. That's that green box you see back there. This storage shed's here, and I put this little fence up to kind of, you know, I have miscellaneous junk and end up putting that wood pile they were so worried about. Here's my shed. It's actually it's a storage shed, but it's a bunkhouse. It used to be a cabin. The guy that owned it here, his mother and dad actually lived in that little cabin. I could have been moved in that cabin, but our local zoning and planning lied to me. And they wouldn't tell me. Oh, they said, that's storage. That's listed as storage. They didn't say, but in Becker County, you have every right in the world to live in there. You know, they don't give it to you straight. They're like, that's that witch. Used to be the head of that, and all the witches she's got working for her. Just unbelievable. And of course, playing to the big shots. And what they consider to be the elite. And then of course the judges and the courts and the whole works is just all, it's like one big concert, you know, all in cahoots. This is my caddy. I got that caddy on eBay for $484. I had to drive to South Dakota to get it, about 150 miles, but so that cost me $150. So and then another 100 to transfer it, another 100 for servicing and stuff. So I got about 800-900 in it. It's just great. Brand new tires, Eagle triple treads or something like that. There's my small boat. My big boat is that with the blue tarp on it there. It's my 16-foot Lund Pike, Mr. Pike. Great boat. I got motors for it and small motors. I don't have big motors. I could, but I don't have any need for them. This is a big mess here. I got a bunch of spring cleaning to do. There's my van. It's been just a principle. And I bought that, me and my granddaughter, Casey Jo, $700. About, I don't know, close to 10 years ago. It's been a great van. It's a 15-passenger van, but you don't have the back seat, so it's 12 passenger for us. There's my semi. I did okay with my semi. I bought that a couple years ago. 1997 Volvo. Still runs great. I could jump in it and head to New York pulling a 80,000 pound box or something. And that's my new well underneath that big white garbage can. There's my Christmas tree there. And then that's behind it's a little bench that I'm really planning on. Some of this stuff, actually quite a bit of this stuff I have bought along the way for my own personal use, and then to sell, make 20 bucks here and there to buy gas and insurance and living expenses, you know, and money for the kids and all that. So like I say, it's a big mess right now, and I got a major spring cleaning to do, but that's okay. Where'd my truck go? What's going on here? There's this stuff. There it is. Okay. For some reason, I got the sun in my eyes. That's why it was there. But so here again, I'm going to do a full circle here. Get a little sky in there, but I just love it here. I'm so proud. I paid $30 for the property, and I got another $20,000 in it, and so I got almost 30 more in it with everything, well, and the sewer and the whole 9 yards. So I got about 60,000 in it. But shit, you can't buy it in our country here. And I don't know, there were parts of North Dakota before the oil boom. You know, you could buy a house in town for $15,000 or something. Around here, 60,000 won't buy you a cracker box in the cheaper, worst part of town or something. And I'll give you an example. That big, if you can see it through the trees there, that's about $1 million there. And if you can see that through the roof, got my flat roof, and then beyond the flat roof in the trees there, that's that house there. And then they're selling in the property there, they got their sign over there, I think 35,000 for you know, a lot, you know, 150 or 250 lot size, whatever it is, lot that you can build on for 35,000. And I got this entire piece of property for 30,000, and then the other 30,000 that I've stuck in it. So a bird happy guy here. I'm just as wealthy as the wealthiest. Even got a Cadillac. And I got my cable TV and a high-speed internet. I got super high-speed internet. And so this is me. I ain't showing you me in person. I should, but I gotta shave and clean up a little bit here. And I've been just exhausted from everything I've been doing. But so now, later on, I'm going to get my sign that I'm so proud of. It's the origins of the mind. I'll rattle on that for just a little bit here. The origins of the mind. You know, that's what brought us here. Now, we love all this stuff. It's like I love living. But it's not sustainable. And we're about to go to World War III. We killed 50 million, and I say we, all sides, Japan and Russia and Germany and United States and Europe and Australia and all our allies and their allies and them. 50 million people, World War II, killed, murdered, dead. And that'd be a picnic compared to what's going to happen here in World War III. So, and it's all this damn mind and inventiveness, but it isn't just the inventiveness, it's the, you know, what's it take? You put a gun in a man's hand and have him go kill families. Just blow them right off the face of this earth. Just fill them full of bullets and walk on their bodies and kick them out of the way. Kill some more women and children and men and grandpas and grandmas and drop bombs on them. Blow them all to hell and dig trenches and bulldoze the trenches full of bodies. So where does that insanity come from? That's not normal war, and that's not survival of the fittest, and that's not the species rutting and having, conflict. That's greed, and that's unnatural greed from all of the adrenaline in our bloodstream, from all of the caffeine and the alcohol and the nicotine and sugars and hybrid carbohydrates, and then wheat and milk and honey and fruit juice and all of our hybrid grains. And those are all stimulants, because normally our bloodstream doesn't have all that massive amount of sugars and stimulants in it. So it's not loaded with, we're not loaded up with adrenaline. And when we have all that adrenaline, it makes us self-centered and cold-blooded and with no empathy. We think we got empathy because we think we're just supreme in that state of high that we're in from all these stimulants. And that's how the world got taken over, and that's how, the Aztecs and the Mayan and the Inca, they did the same damn thing before a white man ever set foot on this continent. It's all from the stimulants. It's stimulated insanity. That's what the origins of the mind is. By Tom Bunnell, thebunnellfarm.blogspot.com. Yeah, nobody's known this to this point. That's the crazy part about this. Everybody just going along, trying to regulate this whole thing and, preparing and getting ready to make some more war and build some more castles and more shopping centers. And oh, what a great, great life. Now China, they're in there doing what they can, and Russia and South America. It's all insanity. And if it would just go on and not be filled with disease and mental illness, and I mean horrid mental illness by the zillions, billions, and destroyed families, and I'm talking murder and blood in the streets, the same biblical proportions. Now, biblical, we know, is no heavens and gods and hells and all that, and no gods. But the descriptions given of end times, apocalypse and all that, by God, it's going to seem like it if it ain't, but there's no God's going to come rescue us. Einstein said he did not know all of the ramifications and the do's and the don'ts and the hows and the wheres of World War III. But he did know that World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones. And that's what he's saying. Of course, that was right after they first had initially developed the atom bomb, which we got nuclear bombs now that are 1,000 times more powerful. And we got, instead of one or two of them, we got tens of thousands of them, and missiles for delivery and rockets. So, and that all came about with the stimulated mind. And that's what it's all about. The origins of the mind. By Tom Bunnell. And what that mind has done to us, and what it's doing, and where it's taking us, and where we're going. Okay, I'm going to shut off now. I got two about almost 15-minute clips here, and I'll say best to you all, and I'm going to go in and post these. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.